Hello, my criminal justice enthusiast, and welcome back to Prison Architect. In this episode, I'm hoping to go ahead and put in part of the chapel, as well as possibly a mail room and the new laundry room, so that way we can better serve the prisoners and hopefully they won't try to kill everyone. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. We just got the large intake of prisoners we were going to get because of all the cells that we had put on, so that's a good thing. Let's see. I had wanted to go to regime. I wanted maximum security here. I think, at least for the time being, I'm going to try giving maximum security free time overall where the others are working and see if that goes ahead and improves the situation, makes that person a bit happier, and hopefully doesn't get anyone killed in the process. So that's the goal for right now. We'll see if the plan works out well or if it was a stupid idea on my part. So, I had also realized that I did not like where I had set these guard towers up. So, I'm going to go ahead and reposition this guard tower where I want it to be. Once it's taken care of. Just a second here. One, we have this random piece of roading here for no apparent reason. And we have a prisoner, we have two prisoners who have children. Okay, we're going to have to get some more family housing cells in place. So that's going to be a priority before building those other rooms on it, looks like. Well, right now I'm out of cash, so they're just going to have to wait around for right now, and I will get them some cells as soon as I can. Hopefully some of this wood and some of these things like the license plates will go ahead and be sold soon enough here, and that way we'll go ahead and get the money we need to get those cells in place. How long does it take to break down this one guard tower? I mean, probably it's a good thing that it's nice and durable, so it doesn't break down easily, but still. Alright, well, we have brought the ladies inside, so at least they're not outside standing in the street. Does look like we have another one here, though, as well. White, but does not look like she's needing a cell yet, so maybe I've lucked out and I only have the two. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and speed up time a little bit here. We're going to get some money in. And before that money goes away, let's see how our situation is here. You know what? If I go ahead and build out the cells in this area and up here, this is probably enough toilets for them overall. So I really don't need this area to be nursery. So let's go ahead and cut it like that. And then also like that. That should take care of those issues. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can quick build and clone these cells. Actually, just this portion. That's more money than I have. Alright, well, let's go ahead and for one, let's just go ahead and build this cell up here. Alright, we can afford that. Let's get that put in place. We'll get that family cell taken care of, which will take care of at least one of our prisoners that we have there. And hopefully when we take this stuff out, then we'll have another prisoner that can be put into that place. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and build this guard tower here. Alright. Let me see here. 3 prisoners are unable to be placed in cells. That was sort of what I was concerned about. Alright. So if we build the 2 cells here, it's going to make this area narrower than I wanted, but there's not much I can do about that. You know, I might just put the 2 here for right now, and then the other one's going to have to wait until I build out, because I really don't want to build more cells into this area. Quite frankly, this whole area is probably going to have to get reconfigured when I get more prisoners in that need family housing. We'll have to see how that all goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and fast forward time a little bit. Actually, we have some money. Quick build. And I should have gone ahead and paused because I did not fast enough, and because of that, all that money went away. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward again. We got money in. Pause before the money goes away this time. Let's go ahead and quick build out this cell. And we need to attach water to these two cells as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Don't know why this goes all the way up there. Okay. So let's go ahead and let them get to that. So that'll take care of 2 of the prisoners for right now then. And hopefully we get some more supplies through. We really are cranking out a decent amount of license plates here, so that's good news. And hopefully soon enough we'll have more people who can work in here. Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of jobs, but we only have 11 qualified people right now. So we just need more people to actually take the classes, pass the classes, and then we should be good on that. We do have some parole hearings going on, which should bring us a nice amount of money in. That's a good thing as well. We have one prisoner here, Slater, who has decided she's in here for burglary, and she's just decided she wants to sit by the front doors. She's not exactly hurting anything, so I guess I'll let her do that. It's a little bit on the bad side, I'd say. I mean, security-wise. But, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and let her be that way. Alright, so we got Ansley put into a cell, so that's good. We've got one of the women taken care of here. I think what I am going to do is I'm just going to build 2 more cells here for right now, because expanding into this area and such is just going to cost money that I don't have right now. Alright, clone. And we'll just do it that way. As I said, in the future this is probably all going to get reconfigured anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. On top of that, I do want to add another set of lights in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll put a set of lights up here. Right, we've got a few more weight benches in here, so let's go ahead and add those in. Alright. We'll get those taken care of. We need to run plumbing to these cells as well. Alright, so that's gonna go like this. And like this. Good, so those are taken care of. And as far as the planning that was there, once the cells are put in place, I'll go ahead and just delete that for right now. We got a nice amount of money in, probably from early release prisoners. I was not paying attention at the time, so I can't be positive, but I think that's what it is. Alright, perfect. With that money, I want to go ahead and build these other areas that we were needing. Alright, we're going to go ahead and build it like this. So let's go ahead and build onto those areas. As soon as we can, too. Somebody has been tased, it sounds like. Well, that means that the guards are doing their job, so that's a good thing. We've put in the lights up there that I had wanted, so that's good. Gotten a bit more light into this facility. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and add one more light here as well. Just because it does seem fairly dark overall in this area. And this is a nursery after all. We want this to be nice for them. Let's go ahead and just outfit out this area for right now as well. Alright. We're going to need some more cribs in this area, which is going to cost us some decent money, but you know what? These ladies do need the stuff. I mean, it's sort of their fault that they're in here, but you know what? I've got to deal with them for right now, so I will get them the things they need. Prayer mat. I want a prayer mat. Alright, we got some prayer mats there. We'll put those right there. So those are in place. And we got an extra serving table here, so let's go ahead and put that over there. Perfect. Alright. Looks like we've got a lot of this stuff in. Just needing the rest of the water hooked up. So that'll be taken care of. So we should have pretty much all of our prisoners taken care of at this point in time. And then we can go ahead and worry about this new building that we're building over here. Alright. Alright. Found a screwdriver on somebody. Well, it is in the workshop. I mean, shouldn't they have screwdrivers in the workshop? Probably there's a reason they're not supposed to, so I guess I should leave it alone. Does look like we've got all of our prisoners with the ability to sit down and eat when they want to, so that's good news. How much are payphones? Payphones, 300 apiece. But I have 2 of them right now. So let's go ahead and put those 2 and then just buy the other 2. We're going to put them over there. Additionally, we are going to go ahead and claim this room back. So that's no longer a laundry room. We're taking it back. We're going to go ahead and dismantle the stuff that's in here. Not the light. We'll leave the light where it is. Alright. So they are moving the clean laundry to reception, I think it is. Alright, that'll work out fine. And let's go ahead and see how we're doing here. These rooms are now family cells. So we still have 2 prisoners that are unable to be housed in family cells. Parent capacity is 8. Do I just have more parents than that right now? It doesn't tell me how many parents I actually have, which is a little bit on the annoying side. Alright. Well, we've got an overdose going on. Hopefully somebody will go take care of that. We're going to go ahead and put in another visitor's table right here, and we are going to make this another parole room as soon as I can find it on the list. Parole room. Anywhere. Where's a parole room? Guess I'm going to have to do this the hard way. Alright. Found parole room. Alright. We are rushing the 2 people who have overdosed over. That's a good thing. So we've got some dirty clothes in here. That stuff will be taken care of. Utilities-wise, we're going to go ahead and dismantle these utilities, because we don't need them in there. Don't want water running into that room for no apparent reason, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Alright, so that's going to be a parole room. We need to set up the regime for that. Let's go ahead and pause while we're doing that. Or need the programs for that. So we will need 3 more parole hearings. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go to edit schedule. And we'll put these parole hearings where they belong for this parole room. Perfect. Alright. So let's see how we're doing. We have this area built. Good. So let's go ahead and dismantle this door. And then let's go ahead and take a staff door and put it right up here. So we need to do those things. We're going to go ahead and then demolish. We're going to go ahead and we're going to demolish a few walls. I know I can speak. So let's go ahead and demolish those walls, and then we are going to put a normal door here and a normal door. I think we're going to put it here. We'll go ahead and put it there. All right, then we're going to need some walls in this area as well, so let's go ahead and build this wall, that wall, and that wall. We're also going to need to build a wall here, and we don't have the money for a wall there. Alright, so we're going to have to wait till some more money comes in. That's okay. We have some decent money coming in from the amount of license plates we're now making, so always pleased with that. And with all of our parole rooms set up and everything, then we're getting a decent amount of prisoners through for parole. So we'll be making some money that way. And then once we have prisoners go out on parole, then we'll have more prisoners coming in. So the flow works well. We're doing well with that. Does look like we have two women that still cannot be placed in cells, which is a bit of a problem because I just don't have additional cells for right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of that mapping of those cells, the planning that I had put in place that we're not using. Alright, well, we're just going to have those ladies being okay with discomfort for right now. So that's just going to be the way it is. They're going to be without cells. This room, though, we can start to set up. Let's see here. Let's name the room. Well, let's name several rooms here. We're going to name this room the mail room. We're going to name this room the chapel. And both of these rooms, as you can see, are going to get bigger. I just knew I didn't have the money for them right now. And then this room is going to be the laundry, which will also get bigger as it's required over time. So for right now, though, this should be enough space for it. And we're going to go ahead and put our lone laundry machine back in place over there. And our 2 ironing boards are going to be here. And then we will put our 3 laundry baskets over here. Alright, we got a little bit of money in. Let's go ahead and buy that door. Put in this wall. Well, most of that wall. Nope. Not. Okay, yes, we can put in that wall. Good. We're going to need some lights in these different rooms. Alright, so I still need some more money coming in. Hopefully we'll get that soon enough, and we can, I'm just going to help out here and sell some of these license plates myself. Alright, before we spend that money on something else, I want to spend it on putting some lights in these rooms. So let's go ahead and do that. You know what? We're going to actually have the decent amount of lights in it. And I can always move the lights around later. Alright, now utilities-wise, we are going to need this wiring to come up to here, go into that, whoops, not plumbing, get rid of that plumbing. Alright, we're going to need that power to come up there, and into there, and also, it's going to have to come up to actually connect up to our machine up there. Then we'll have to run water as well. So let's go ahead and get started on that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and take some more license plates to have them sold, so that way I can hopefully hook up these utilities. Alright. That utility is hooked up. The water is going to be one that's going to take a while to get up as far as we need. But we are going to need it up there for cells at a point in time anyways, so might as well start its journey up there now. And I could sell the wood, I know. That would probably make me a lot more money very quickly. But I'm really hoping somebody might learn to make a bed soon enough. And I want that wood there available for them when they're ready to start making a bed. So I don't want to use it just yet. I'm going to use this money instead and take this pipe up further. Okay, we actually were able to reach up to here. The water is getting close to being where it needs to be. And it's going to take them a while to put it in anyways. So if you ladies would make some more license plates in the meantime, I'd appreciate it. We made some money, $310 to be exact. So we're going to take that $310 and connect up our washing machine. So it will be connected. Then in these rooms, we're going to need a table. That I know. And we will need a sorting desk. Can I afford a sorting desk to make this room work? Sorting desk. It's only $100. Alright, so I can afford a sorting desk. Let's go ahead and put that in there as well. So the mail room will actually be functional. We still have the chapel to go, but we're making progress. And as soon as these ladies make a few more license plates, we'll hopefully be able to get the chapel knocked out as well. We don't have anybody up for parole right now, and we still have these two people that are stuck without a cell. They're just going to have to deal with that for right now because there's nothing I can do about it until I get some money in. Precisely in 12 hours. So they're just going to be stuck in the hallway until that comes in. Then they'll get taken care of. Let's see, logistics on these different things. So for right now, let's go ahead and we'll put 3 people to work in there and 2 people to work in there. So that way we can start getting the laundry taken care of and whatnot. Even though the water's not hooked up yet for it, we will get that taken care of soon enough, hopefully. We have $462 in. So let's see about the stuff for the chapel. So I know I need a pew, which costs $200, a prayer mat, and an altar. Alright, so I can afford the pew. And I can afford some prayer mats. But I cannot afford the altar. You know what? We're going to just do it the way I actually want it there. Then we'll just have to wait on the altar. Then that room will be taken care of as well. It does seem like all of our prisoners are behaving themselves. Our top prisoner is in solitary because she attacks staff. And she cares about hygiene. Well, you have a operational shower right in your cell here. So, no complaining about that. Why does it look like there's a bullet just on the ground there? I do not know. Alright, we have put the guard tower where I want it now, so that's a good thing. Same thing, we have that guard tower where I want it. And hopefully, yes, that guard tower is in place. So we've got some guard towers going on, so that way no one can hopefully escape, because if they attempt to, they will be shot. I know that's the very humane way of dealing with prisoners, but, you know, that's just the way that we're doing it here. Alright. I actually want to pause things as I sell these because I want to make sure that the money does not go away before I can buy this altar. That's not where the altar is going to go in the end, but I've made a small chapel. I think I have everything they could possibly desire now in their different rooms. Alright. So, the chapel should be taken care of. The laundry machine's now up and running. Yes, everything is taken care of in these rooms. So they can get everything they need. They can get letters in from family members. They can get spiritual guidance. They can evidently OD in their cells and need to be taken to the infirmary. Alright, speaking of which, first room that I'm going to fit out. I've said it for a while now that I was going to do it. We're finally doing it. Evidently, I'm only putting in one more bed because they just cost so much money. Never mind that. We'll go ahead and let things carry on the way they're going to. Once I get this 3,900 in, then I'm going to build out another section of cells here so that way I can hopefully get the last 2 prisoners in that I need to. And that way they'll be happy. How much is this portion of foundation going to cost me anyways? $3,000. Not bad. Alright, we had cash flow in and cash flow out, so that's to be expected. Have we started to get books and stuff up, or mail up there yet? Does not appear so yet. So, we'll have to see how that goes here in the near future. People are doing cleaning and such, so that's a good thing. We're just going to go ahead, as I said, let things go on as they're going to. You know what? We're going to do a tunnel search. So let's go ahead and do that. That should not really wake the prisoners, but at the same time, we will hopefully find any tunnels that are hidden in the prison, which need to be dealt with. Alright, did not find any tunnels. Found some items. Probably people are going to go to solitary for those items. That's okay, though. They should go to solitary when they're doing bad like that. Alright, before the money suddenly goes away, and I've got a call from Mayor Calvin coming in here. But before I deal with him, I'm going to go ahead and sell these objects. Good. That should give me plenty of money here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this foundation in. Now, probably the smart move would be to listen to what the mayor has to say first, because it might change my plans. But as I've said repeatedly on this game, I'm not exactly the kind that always does the smart thing. I do what I feel like at the point in time. Alright, so we're going to put that in place. Let's go ahead and hit that. A disaster at a nearby prison has rendered a whole section of the facility unusable. We have no choice but to transfer the prisoners there to your prison, as there are no other suitable facilities nearby. They will be arriving soon. Great. Well, I mean, I did have 13 free cells coming up as it is, so I guess that they will go ahead and get some cells. She wants food. They will get food soon enough. Then she can have her food. Alright. Let me see what the regime looks like for normal security. It's the same as minimum security because I haven't really had normal security prisoners. I'm guessing that's about to change, though, so I am going to have to deal with that. Let's see how this all works out. First off, I do want that built as quickly as I can. And I got the prisoners in, and all my money went out because of tasers. There are a lot of maximum security prisoners here. Okay. Well, we're going to have to see how this works out. You know, for the time being, I'm just going to have to treat them all as normal prisoners and hope that they don't murder. You know what? They're going to murder my, uh, my protected custody people. I know that. Alright, first of all, we got all these people in. Let's go to logistics here. Let's see. We've got a snitch who's fearless. She needs to be moved to protective custody, though. Oh, she's the snitch. Wrong one's going to protective custody. Yeah, you're just going to stay at medium security. What did you do? Assaulting an officer. Yes, you're definitely going to stay at normal security level. Alright. We're out of money. We've got all these people who have come in. We've got to protect all of our prisoners. We're going to do protective custody on those, and what we're going to have to do then is, regime-wise, maximum security is going to get free time here. Do I want free time there for them? Yeah, we'll do free time there for them. Then we're doing lockup all through this period. Lockup here, and then we'll do free time here. And I'm hoping the normal security will behave themselves in my prison. If they don't, I've got a massive problem on my hand. Alright. I still have the 2 prisoners who are unable to be put into cells because they are needing nurseries. Let's go ahead and take care of getting rid of this door because we don't need it. And then let's go ahead and demolish the walls here. So we'll take care of all of that. And we really need some money to come in fairly soon here. Alright, ladies. Welcome to your new prison. Especially for you maximum security prisoners. You're not going to be happy in here, but that's just sort of what happens when you misbehave. Alright, we did get some mail in, so that's a good thing. We got mail going on there. Looks like we only have 2 prisoners who are unable to be housed still, so that's good as well. We just need to get through things as quickly as we can in order to go ahead and build out those nursery cells, because we really do need those at this point in time. Okay, now we have quite a few people actually who can't be housed in cells. 1, 2, 3. Alright, looks like 3 of them are ones who can't be housed because of the fact that they have kids. I will have enough cells for them soon enough. The other ones, I'm going to have to hope that the people who are going up on parole will go ahead and get through quickly enough, and that way, then we can just switch them out. And they'll get the cells of the people who went up on parole. That's the plan right now. Hopefully that works out. You know what? I just realized I need to change. I changed the regime on the other stuff, but I did not change the eat regime. Actually, what I want it to be is, let's see here. Let's have their free time. Let's actually have lockup, lockup, lockup. Then we'll do free time here. Then we'll do eat here. Then back to lockup. You're only going to get 2 meals out of the day. Actually, you know what? I can give you an eat time here as well. You'll get an eat time there. If you want to shower, it's going to be there. Then we're going to do sleep. Then we're going to do eat and eat there, followed by lockup. We'll do sleep there. Alright, actually what we're going to do is we're going to move shower up even 1 more to there. Then we will do eat in there, free time, and free time. That way they will not mingle too much at all, and hopefully that'll protect everyone. That's going to be the plan. Alright, let's hope that works. We'll see how it goes. We have this area set up, but we really need the funding to come in order to be able to do anything about it. So, let's go ahead and continue moving forward. Yes, I know I have a bunch of prisoners who can't be housed in cells right now. We do have the people up for parole, so that's good news. Hopefully those people who are up for parole, for one, you protective custody person, you really care about getting out on your parole right now, because you don't want to be in this prison with all these people who want to kill you at this point in time. So, run. You're in here for fraud. Hopefully you make it. I'm cheering for you. I really am. Because if you don't make it, things are not going to go well. Alright, we are going to fast forward things a little bit right now. Somebody had scissors on them. Not exactly what I wanted. We just lost more money because of the reform programs. Really, I'm waiting on these people to go on parole. Hopefully that they will go on parole. Alright, we got $500 in. That's still not enough to actually do anything about what we have. So we have somebody sorting mail. You know what? With the amount of prisoners we have in here, I really need to get those prisoners housed. I want to be able to, you know, fill out my sorting area and stuff, but I really need to get these prisoners housed, which means I need more money coming in. And that means selling things and prisoners going on parole. Yeah. Thought that would happen. Alright. Come on. How long are these parole hearings? Okay. Looks like several of them have made parole. Great news. For one, that'll house some of the prisoners that we had there that needed cells, so that's good news. And then as far as the ladies who have children, we will get them housed very shortly here, which will be great news for them as well. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pause, because the last thing I want is for that money to go away. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of all these planning lines. We don't need those. And instead, we are going to quick build cells here. We're going to quick build this cell here. And we are going to quick build this cell here. And plumbing and such wise, let's go ahead and run this pipe down this hallway a little bit more. Actually, this is where it's going to be going, so. Alright. Then we will go ahead and run plumbing along here, which won't exactly work for right now because of the fact that the shower heads will be in the way, but that's alright. Alright, so we've got all of that going on. Before the rest of the money goes out, let's go ahead and fit out these rooms. So here we are going to need only the items that we need for this area. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw in the other two laundry machines, as well as the tables that we need here. That way we can really get through some of this laundry. Because we got a lot of prisoners in, we really need to get through the laundry as quickly as possible. Go ahead and make sure that the electricity is hooked up there. Objects-wise for this room, right now we'll just do the 2 rows because of how small the room is. Alright, so that's taken care of there. Sorting desks are going to go like this. And then we will up the amount of people who can work in here as well. So we're going to put 3 jobs in there. And then we have how many ironing boards in here then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will go ahead and put 7 people working in here. Let's go ahead and have 8. Because that way, let's go 7. That way somebody can be going around the building getting the different laundry that needs to be put in and stuff. And that can all be taken care of. Let's also check how our power supplies are doing. Looks like they're doing decently, but just to make sure, because I do not want an issue, I'm going to go ahead and throw on another power capacitor on both of those. And then up here as well, since we have some money, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go up here, and since we have the money for right now, let's go ahead and put in the medical beds here, 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 and there. So we actually will finally have the infirmary set up with the proper beds and such, once our employees actually get around to doing all the things I just told them to do, which will be a little while, but that's fine. Alright, so. And it does look like people have not been killing each other or anything of that nature yet, so that's good news as far as the prison goes overall. Did have somebody found with a fork on them. That's not the greatest thing, but I mean, at least they were just found with the fork and not using the fork on somebody. We only have 7 people who are able to work in here right now, so we do need more people to be passing the different exams and stuff so that they can actually learn how to do the jobs there. We also had the problem that we have all these other people who are now not the minimum security prisoners, so they won't be able to work in there because I made it minimum security only. Alright, so we've got some guys starting to come up and do the work in there. We have guys coming up to set up this stuff up here. So let's go ahead and fast forward a bit here, see all this stuff get set up. Alright, I also heard the 2 power supplies that I had added being put on, so that's a good thing. They've started working in these cells, which is good. Alright. We can hook the water there, there, up, so that way those 2 cells will be set up. Random piece of flooring that's destroyed here. And I definitely do want to get through the nighttime period to then go ahead and see how a shakedown goes with all of these new higher level criminal prisoners going on and such. So we'll have to see how that all works out. Does look like the mail has come and gone at this point in time, so evidently it's been taken out to the different prisoners who need it and such, so that's a good thing. And what we're going to do with money as we get it here is we're going to go ahead and expand into this area to expand both the mailroom and the chapel. So, how much is this area going to cost? 3,300. Really not too bad. That'll take care of that problem for us soon enough, hopefully. We still don't need any more prisoners in right now because of the fact we have some that are still not able to be assigned to cells because we have too many prisoners. But hopefully they'll be getting into cells and stuff soon enough. We'll have to see. We have some medium security that are working in the shop as well. I guess that's an okay thing. I'm not exactly perturbed by it as long as they're actually doing the work and not killing people there. I'm always anti-killing people in the shop and such, so if they're actually participating and working, I am fine with that. Let's go ahead and put in another couple shop fronts as well. That way we can get the shop pretty much up and running at full capacity. And you know, if we have the medium security in the shop, then we can go ahead and have other people in the workshop here. We have the minimum securities go ahead and working in the workshop, which is a good thing for us overall. We do want these prisoners to be able to have the capabilities for it. So, how is the workshop stuff going overall? We're having a decent amount of them pass. The carpentry apprenticeship, not so much. And for some reason, they've stopped these programs. Well, that's a problem. That would also explain why I'm losing people overall. Alright, so let's edit these schedules again then. So we're going to have carpentry first thing, because I care about that the most. Then we'll have the workshop there. And then where is our spiritual? Spiritual guidance. Alright, it's going to go ahead and be at the same time as behavioral therapy. That'll work out fine. So that will hopefully improve our situation in those areas here soon enough. How are these cells coming along? These cells have been, for the most part, built. We need to fix up the plumbing because of the whole unable to put plumbing under the shower head for some reason issue. Let me go ahead and sell a couple of these in order to be able to put in those last pieces of pipe. Alright. Let's go ahead and fix the piping up here. Piping there, and I think the power's running down well enough. Looks like the power is. Alright. So those cells are taken care of. So I think all of the children and their parents have cells now. The only people who do not are the just the ones where we have too many inmates, not enough cells yet. But that's fine. They'll just have to wait on a cell. They should have thought about what they did and, you know, not gotten into prison in the first place if they wanted the cell already taken care of for them. Alright, let's go ahead and hook up all these phones that I've added as well. As I said, I don't know if this does anything actually, but for now, we'll go ahead and do it. Doesn't hurt anything. And if we learn some additional intelligence from it or something of that nature, yay, great. That'll work out fine. Alright, so that's taken care of. Let's go ahead and fast forward time some so we can get prisoners in to their cells and stuff and do that shakedown that I wanted. And then now that we've got these programs running again, we should have all programs running. Yeah, we do. So that way, we should be able to start having more people working in the workshop and such. What is going on? Two of our major inmates here, Wood, who's in here for grievous bodily harm and assault, has attacked a guard, along with, of course, lobotomy lover Pot, who is legendary and is also unconscious right now, who's in here for torture and kidnapping. She refused to believe stories about lobotomies. Of course, destroying someone's brain would save them from mental disability, so she strapped her boyfriend down to a table and plunged a spark into his orbit. The neighbors rang the police. Well, she is a disturbed one, definitely. Alright, I want to slow things down here. Alright, so those two officers are off to... Oh no, who died? Oh! This is ridiculous. Siren Flower has killed one of our dogs. Alright. And this was at basically 8:30. What is the regime for right now for 8:30ish? This is their free time. You know what? You just lost your free time. You don't get free time. You don't get any free time at all. You come out, you eat, you go back to your cells. That is it. Killing one of my dogs is unacceptable. She needs to be executed for that. As soon as I build a death row, we will execute Lobotomy Flower if I have the potential for it. Because that is absolutely ridiculous. These two can just stay unconscious where they are. Alright. I have to get another dog handler in now. Because of the poor dog being murdered by that horrible monster of a criminal. Unfortunately, they didn't tase her enough, evidently. So... this is why I would like a place for maximum security, but I just don't have the money for it right now. What I'm going to end up doing is put maximum security only over here, and they're not going to be allowed out to anywhere else in the prison at all. And in the end, they're going to have a place over here, special little place in hell where they can just sit the entire time and suffer for what they've done, especially those who have murdered that poor dog. That's just really troublesome. Alright, let's go ahead and put a staff door here. So we have 3 prisoners that are unable to be put into cells. Well, quite frankly, I really don't care. Poor dog, Columbo, has been murdered by a prisoner. How are the other dogs doing? They're okay overall. They've had a traumatic event go on, but they're still soldiering through. Let's see how best I can do this. If I put one this way, how's that going to work? Alright, it looks like just some of these kennels here are just put in the wrong direction. So if I can get somebody in here to take care of this, I'd appreciate it. We're taking care of these dogs at this point in time. They're going to get the best treatment I can possibly provide because they have been through a lot. It's hard to tell which direction they go in. Hopefully, if I put them that way, that'll take care of it. Alright, everybody's asleep right now. We're going to shake down the entire prison. Tase as many people as you need to. They all deserve it. I cannot believe the first death in this prison was one of the dogs. And I have been trying so hard to take care of my animals here in this prison. So, yeah, you guys aren't going to be happy with this. And quite frankly, I could care less. You brought it on yourselves. How's our power doing after I added that press and such? Still doing well. So that's good news. Right, so those are now in the proper orientation for that. So that's good. Alright, we have knocked out an inmate who obviously deserved it. That's fine. Leave her where she lays. And after I did all these nice things like getting them the mail capability here in this prison and stuff, then they want to cause all these problems. It's just really sad and pathetic. Alright, let's go ahead and get these dog kennels set up here and such. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this one. I'm going to see if I can set them up the same way as I have these, just backwards. Hopefully that'll work. It would be nice if it will, but we'll have to see, I guess. Sorry about having to wake you up there, but you can go back to one of the other kennels to go to sleep. Let's see one that way and one that way and see what happens. Alright, so this prisoner is bleeding out pretty much on his ground here. That's perfectly fine. I'm fine with that. Doesn't upset me one bit. You know what? Let's go ahead and help these officers out. Let's get 5 more officers. Well, 4 more officers in. Can't get a 5th one in. And we don't have the money quite for that right now. Alright. Well, I'll get that money in by selling off some of these. We'll have plenty of people for solitary soon enough. That's fine. Alright, so we did get one kennel set up in the proper direction. So with that in mind, another tunnel. These prisoners are just building tunnels all over the place. It's really ridiculous. Well, for right now that might mean some people just don't have cells because those will not be deemed as fitting cells. And that's sort of on them. They brought that on themselves. So good job. Now you don't have a place to even sleep. Alright. Once again, I'm worrying about the dogs here first. Let's go ahead and get those kennels put in. Alright, so it does matter the direction that they're put in. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if I just click it once. Let's go ahead and put one there and see what happens with that one. Alright, so clicking it once got it going in the opposite direction. So let's go with it. Let's go ahead and do what should be then a full rotation around. That did work. Alright. So we have solved the mystery of this. Let's go ahead and dismantle this one, and then we will put it back the proper way. Alright. I think I repaired the floors in all these cells. No, I did not in this one cell. Alright. I guess I have the money for it, so we'll... No, I don't have the money for it, so no. I guess I can sell some license plates to be nice to somebody. I don't see why I'm being nice to them when they're being so rude overall. I mean, I've given them all these niceties and stuff. It's not my fault that they're in prison in the first place. If they would actually do what they were supposed to do and such, they wouldn't be having all these issues. But, you know, they're just troublemakers. And quite frankly, the thing is, and I sort of knew it would probably be the case, the nursery people, you know, the people in the family cells don't cause all these problems. They do things the way they're supposed to do it. They just behave themselves. They treat everyone nicely because they're there. They got their kids. They're not going to cause any problems. So with that being said, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode at this point. If you've liked the episode, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you have not already, go ahead and click the subscribe and bell icon so that you know when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and remember, behave yourself out there, otherwise I might have to build a new cell for you.